Bangkong Kahoy Valley. It's an amazing bird preserve, but we're only 2 hours from Manila. Very few people know about it, and it's like Baguio weather. The forests are largely intact and still pristine. The bird life is amazing. The nest stewardship program, where we give bonuses, cash bonuses for locating bird nests, and then the local who finds the bird nest is then appointed as the guardian. So he has to make sure that the nest succeeds, that the eggs hatch and the nestlings fledge the nest. And so you get a bonus when you find the nest, and then you get a bonus when the nestlings fledge. It was a successful nest. And this is just to educate them and make them aware of the value, not financial value, but rather the intrinsic value, the beauty of bird nests and birds nesting.
Malaki yung tulong ng bird photography sa pagsusulat ko. Ang isang pangangailangan kasi sa pagsusulat, kailangan marami kang naoobserbahan. Pero pagdating sa bird photography, nakita ko na ang hina ko pala sa pag-observe. Ang alam ko lang, maya. Lahat ng ibon, maya. And suddenly, meron palang hundreds of species. So, naka-apekto ito sa pagsusulat ko para lalong maging observant.
Challenging field, unlike landscape, portrait, you control the subjects. But in this case, the birds control you, so it's quite difficult really. You always think that you have gotten the best shot, then somebody comes along with a better shot, and you're quite frustrated. So what I do is that I use the frustration as my energy to propel more to do better next time.
When you speak of Birdman, you cannot put him into a small vacuum and it's just a birdman. He also is either a lawyer, he's either a chemist, he's a politician, he is something else aside from being a birdman. That impacts into the other side of that person. That's how it impacts. I cannot really tell you how specific it can be, but you are always, if you're passionate about something, it always affects the other things that you do in a positive light.
We want to make a difference, and we want to be a part of the solution to preserve and conserve the environment in general.
So corporate social responsibility in the sense naman of the wild bird photographers of the Philippines is conservation. Unaware, you have beautiful photos, you share them, and when you say, oh, you make people start getting curious as the first step. If they eventually make a second or third one, they're already there to help you in conserving whatever resource this is that you're so passionate about. You conserve the forest, you conserve the birds, and it works both ways. But you also help the residents who derive income from the forest.
The most important collaboration is with the BMB, one of the agencies of DNR. We were tasked actually to photograph all the birds of the Philippines. They just have to give us access or information where to get photos of this bird. And the Philippine eagle was the first one. That was the first project.
Second anniversary pa lamang namin, pero wow, ang lakas ng impact ng organization na ito. Mas marami ang namumulat o nagiging aware na kahit man lamang sa ang dami palang ibon sa Pilipinas at dapat na bigyan ng proteksyon ang mga ibon na ito. So para lamang doon matagumpay itong 2 taon ng Wbpp.
Last year, there was one simple contest, just one, and we are not this many. I guess we're just half the number of bird or members came. So this time around, I think we have 5 or 6 type of contests because a lot of companies are now supporting us. We were surprised some of the bigger distributors are themselves calling us.
One of my advocacies is to be able to obliterate what we call the tirador mentality in the Philippines, because many of the young boys and girls, they are taught to use slingshots or even air rifles, and some of them never graduate into proper boyhood or girlhood without shooting their first bird. This is something that we need to extirpate from our culture.
Well, this is my first time to join this group, and I've been staying there for almost a year. I think the number one factor is that the friendship there. It's like a family. So I made friends here, and others will become my compadre. So I think I found a second home.
As I don't know the exact number, more than 600 species of birds, of which 200 plus species are endemic, meaning they're found only in the Philippines. And they're really so beautiful. Everyone should learn to leave the cities and go out and enjoy our avian wildlife.
If you love nature, if you love the images that we publish in our site, you can join us. So, because I am thinking that a lot of these people that are now taking up the hobby, they just saw our photograph. I saw these bird photos. It's so beautiful. Maybe I can do this also. How will I be able to do this? So that's the start. Let's show them the photos and we'll tell them, you can do this. We can teach you. Just join the group and you'll learn.